alike. A classic lover's classic in modern times, but on ancient roads with the heroes of the peloton. Grand Tour stars fighting it against classics riders. Over 213 kilometers nowadays. Another tweak to the course this year, an extra gravel sector. There are now 16 of the Strade Bianche, the white roads, totaling 82 kilometers off-road. Starting and finish in the Tuscan jewel of a city that is Siena. It's got the elevation of a mountain stage in a Grand Tour as well. This race often has everything. The breakaway, 10 riders strong, soon became 6. And after 6 minutes, movement in the peloton behind soon made it less than a minute. 80 kilometers to go, exactly where Pogacar had attacked the year before. Tadej Pogacar aiming to be the first man since Fabian Cancellara to win this on 3 occasions, and thus get a sector named after him. From the breakaway, you could see there was movement. Connor Swift anticipating this would soon happen. Not just Pogacar, though. Tom Pidcock as well, attacking the race. The rainbow band shining brightly, but former winner Pidcock was with Pogacar all the way. Past the rest of the break they went, and at this point, Connor Swift, the former British champion, was still just about ahead. Pogacar, though, unable to ride away this time all alone. It was the technical section at the end of Monte Sante Maria where Connor Swift was back. And behind, the chasing group was being anchored by Tim Wellens, a former podium finisher, but crucially, Tadej Pogacar's teammate. Talking of Pogacar, this then happened. A crash, a disaster it seemed. Pidcock getting away with it, Swift caught up behind, and the World Championship skin suit battered, ripped. The champion himself bruised, but not out. The adrenaline was pumping. He was back on his bike. It was time to chase on for dear life. A reminder that luck plays a crucial role in sport, and that those ladders can soon turn to snakes. A bike change. 49 kilometers to go. A deficit to close. Could Pogacar come back? First, he would have to get to Swift. And at the other side of Colle Pinzuto, you could see that Pidcock was continuing to ride on. Swift was caught and passed. He'd be the real victim of the crash in the end, as Pogacar was looking like his old self on the bike. The gap was closing, but then it closed rather quickly. Tom Pidcock looking around, easing off, and waiting, rather gentlemanly so, for Tadej Pogacar. Sporting conduct at its very best. And soon at the front of the race, there will be a gap of over half a minute with Pogacar and Pidcock, winners of the last 3 of these races between them, fighting it out for the victory. The battle for the placings would rumble on behind. Pogacar and Pidcock thinking they had what it took to win. Healy would catch Swift, and he'd be dragging several other riders with him. The top 2 were together, until, that is, they were on the final couple of sectors. Pogacar had left us all wondering how he would be. The answer was on the hills and on the gravel roads. The steep slopes where yet again he showed his power to ride away from Tom Pidcock. Wellens heard that was happening, and he could seize his own opportunity to attack Bilbao, Healy and Adrià to try and join Pogacar on the podium. After a real heroic ride, it would be a hero's welcome. On his way to a 3rd victory, but this sight will never get old for the world champ. He became the first male world champion to win in the rainbow stripes here. And Tadej Pogacar arrives in Siena, showing that he wins when he wants. And at this race, particularly today, he wins how he wants. For the 3rd time, Strade Bianche, yet again.